We begin tonight with breaking news out of Norfolk surrounding a missing sailor.
A spokesperson for the family of Angelina Resendiz has confirmed to me moments ago that a body found last night in Norfolk is Angelina. And just moments ago, we got a statement from the Navy saying another sailor has been placed in pretrial confinement in connection to the death of Seaman Angelina Resendiz. Charges under the Uniform Code of Military Justice are pending.
All right, News 3 reporter Jay Green following these breaking developments and joined us now. And Jay, just in the last few minutes, so many late breaking details. What do we know at this hour?
Yeah, a lot coming into our newsroom at this hour. A family spokesperson says they are heartbroken, and now they are calling out the Navy for how they handled Angelina's disappearance. I want to share more of that statement sent to us from a family spokesperson. They are now in a pursuit of justice to hold those responsible for their daughter's death accountable. According to the statement, the family says they were not properly notified about Resendiz's disappearance. They are now calling on multiple lawmakers, including Senators Tim Kaine and Mark Warner, even President Donald Trump, to address what happened. The statement says, quote, "The family demands accountability for oversight that put her life at risk and for mishandling that delayed justice, emphasizing the urgent need to address how official channels failed to notify them promptly and properly, relying instead on unofficial sources like the media, which underscores deep systemic failures." It goes on to say, quote, "The Navy's failures threaten all families and the integrity of our military system, and Congress must reform these processes to prevent future tragedies for the safety of all families and the integrity of our nation." Now, we are working to get statements from all of those lawmakers. Actually, we have a statement from Senator Warner that I'll read here momentarily for you, but we're also working to get statements from the Navy as well. Let's get to some video from the scene last night out in the Broad Creek neighborhood. This is behind the school and the library, kind of in a wooded area off Cary Avenue behind the Broad Creek apartment. So you can see so many people watched as local and federal investigators went into that area. Now, earlier this week, we heard from Angelina's mom, and now we're hearing from friends who spoke to our sister station, Angelina's home state of Texas.
And I love you. Everything's gonna be okay. But one way or another, we're gonna see each other again.
I definitely would never think it would happen to, especially Angelina.
Part of me thinks like she's just gonna call me tomorrow.
Yeah, now NCIS confirms a sailor is in pretrial confinement in connection with her death, and that charges are pending, but there are still lots of questions, including what evidence drew authorities to that area of Broad Creek, and of course, we'll keep you posted as you learn more. I do want to get to that statement that we just got into our newsroom. I'm reading it off my phone from Senator Mark Warner. He says the loss of any service member is a tragedy. He goes on to say, "I am in touch with the Navy about this investigation, and we will be pressing for more information." So yeah, Jessica and Kurt, obviously a lot of emotions here as we bring in this news.
And it's telling to get that statement from Senator Mark Warner. He was a champion of the Ashanti Alert. You'll remember she was a Virginia Beach college student who was abducted from a Norfolk base and found dead in the Charlotte, North Carolina area several years ago. Her disappearance led to the critically missing adult alert known as the Ashanti Alert, which is what was issued for Angelina days after her disappearance. And now we know that she has passed away.
All right, so Jay, we know that you're going to be working on more updates to have for us tonight at 6. And we want to point out our team has followed this story since we first got word that Resendiz was missing. You can find our full coverage and the latest as we learn more from medical examiner about the circumstances in her death. That's at WTKR.com. But Jay's going to head back into the newsroom and work on getting any new information, and he'll have that for us in less than an hour.